What's good? What's good? What's going on, family? Welcome to Speaker Success in the Morning. You're in for a great show today. Today is Fun Friday. So, y'all know we got to dive in, talk a little bit about what's happening this weekend. What are some of the college games that you have to watch and you can't miss? But we're going to go ahead and get into it right here on Speaker Success in the Morning. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you doing, man? Today is September 12th, 2025. Friday, September 12th, 2025. It's a great day to be alive. Currently, we're 3 minutes after the hour. And y'all, I'm excited. It's the weekend. Ooh. Okay, I'm excited. And the reason why is because, excuse me. So I'm excited because of the weekend. First and foremost, because so often going through the week, it can seem like the days are long. It can seem like the day. What do they say about the people who have kids? They say the days are long, but the years are short, right? And if you have children, that definitely does apply. But this week, I mean, this week was a week full of a lot of activity for your boy. Had the opportunity to be able to partner. And let me actually just share with y'all, before we get into straight from the source, let me just share with y'all a little bit what I got into this weekend, or what I got into this week. Had the opportunity to partner with Robert Morris University, and it was a dope opportunity, right? So check this out. I was in Pittsburgh, right? And this is where I got to be the opening kickoff keynote speaker for their student athletes, talking about mental performance. So as you see this group here, and we go through the pictures, there was over 3,7,500 students in the room. So pretty dope opportunity, right? And I got to share with them just about ways that they can enhance and increase their mental performance, right? Around things like self-talk, around activities and things that we need to stop doing, right? Some not so healthy or unhealthy behaviors to lean more so into the healthy behaviors, right? So this is what the room looked like before the students got in there, and then they filled that thing up. But it was an amazing opportunity, and when I actually got on the stage, I had to pause for a second, and I then realized that, like, I felt overwhelmed. Like, I felt overwhelmed with gratitude. Like, I'm not sure if y'all ever been to a position or been in a spot like that's where you're like, oh my goodness, like, I'm just so grateful to be here right now. And I really wanted to cry. I was standing there, and I was sitting there looking at all those student athletes. And I was like, man, I really want to cry. And I'm like, wow, God, this is a blessing to be able to stand before this group and be able to share with them in this way, share some of my experience from my life and some things that I learned. And they were pretty receptive to it. Pretty receptive to it. So, it was a great opportunity. Glad to be able to be there. And my guy, Danny B, made it happen. So shout out to my guy, Danny, up northeast in Pittsburgh. Me and him have been connected for a little bit over 5 years. And we initially connected when him and his wife got engaged, which is wild because the connection point is crazy. So then, I had the opportunity to talk with him, break bread with him, everything like that. So it was a great and phenomenal opportunity, man. I'm eternally grateful. So shout out to Danny B for making that happen. Shout out to Robert Morris University for having me there as the opening keynote speaker for their student athlete kickoff. And man, grateful. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Now we're going to go ahead and transition. Going to go ahead and transition into straight from the source. And today, what we're going to talk about here, man, grateful, y'all. Wow. Today, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk a little bit about love, right? We're going to be in Corinthians chapter 13, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And I want to read just a little bit from this text because I think it's time for us to lead with love, man. I refer to the scripture all the time that as disciples of Christ, we are called to be known by our love, right? Called to be known by our love. So therefore, if we're not loving, do we even identify with Christ? Should we even be calling ourselves a disciple of Christ if we're not doing the things that Jesus taught us and living the life that Jesus lived? Should we be considering ourselves as such? All right. So let's get into it. Okay. So the text reads, love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. Love does not brag. It is not arrogant. It does not act disgracefully. It does not seek its own benefit. It is not provoked. Does not keep an account of wrong suffered. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It keeps every confidence. It believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Family, today, I want to ask you, how well are you loving? Right? How well are you loving? And I'm not asking you how well you're loving, your adorable dog or your cute cat. I'm not asking you how well are you loving your son or your daughter who, you may have gave birth to or you might have contributed to that process. I'm asking you, how well are you loving the person that can't do anything for you? I'm asking you, how well are you loving the person that might disrespect you? How well are you loving the person that might share some thoughts, facts, feelings, and opinions that you don't necessarily believe or agree with? Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not brag. It is not arrogant. It does not act disgracefully. It is not provoked. Does not keep account of wrong suffered. This is my favorite part. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. Today is September 12th, and news that recently came out this week about Mr. Charlie Kirk being shot down and being killed. And this is for my Christians, this is for my believers, this is for my people who say that they identify with the belief of Jesus Christ, the belief that he's Lord and Savior of your life. Those individuals that believe in the triune God, God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We should not be rejoicing in the unrighteousness or in the death of a man. Like let's take a second there. Because anybody else in any other circumstance, this is something that we need to check ourselves on. Right? Because this man was a father. This man was a husband. This man was a leader to some based on his thoughts, opinions, feelings, actions. Right? We might all not agree with, but still, somebody is going to wake up this morning without a father, without a husband. And some of the stuff I'm seeing on social media, I'm like, oh, wow. People are like I don't want to say mocking, but that's what it seems like. Y'all, if we identify as believers, okay, we're not going to stay here long. If we identify as believers, if we identify as Christians, then let's just allow this book to be true. If you say you're a believer, then you're saying that you believe the Bible to be true. You know the Bible to be true, and if that is the case, then we should be following truth. And right here in the text, it says, it does not rejoice in unrighteousness. Verse 6, 1 Corinthians 13, verse 6, but rejoices with the truth. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness. We got to be careful. Be careful, family. Please be careful, because at the end of the day, if something happened to you and other people were rejoicing, you and your family would feel a certain way. So let's make sure that the seeds that we plant is the fruit that we will be okay eating one day. Family, that's been straight from the source, 1 Corinthians 13 today. Verse 4, we took it all the way down to verse 7. Love well today, y'all. Choose to love well. Don't choose to be offended and then retaliate. Choose to love well. That's straight from the source. We'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning after this quick commercial break.
Looking for timeless pieces that make a statement? Discover the Jewelry Department, where elegance meets craftsmanship. Owned by Miguel Contreras and located at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas, the Jewelry Department is your destination for stunning, one-of-a-kind pieces designed to elevate your style. From classic designs to modern trends, we offer a curated selection that reflects sophistication and artistry. Because we believe your jewelry should be just as unique as you are. Visit us today at the Jewelry Department, where every piece tells a story. And let us help you find the perfect piece that speaks to yours. The Jewelry Department, elevating your look with elegance and style. Find us at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas.
Alrighty, family. Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. We're currently 14 minutes after the hour. And man, I hope y'all are ready for this weekend. There's some cool stuff happening, and I'm really gonna break down the college football games that's taking place this weekend. And as we get into talking about college football, y'all know I gotta bring this up. If you're a fan of college football, if you watch at all, right? If you watch at all, then you are gonna be familiar with this. But this is one of those classic college football things. So let me go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and get ready to unmute this, because this is probably one of my favorite freestyles of all time. Let's do it right. Hold on. So here we go. This is Coach Malcolm Kelly. Man, it's college football season. This is week 3. So let's kick this thing off the right way.
Boys is getting quiet. Go on and get crunk. Yeah. Head back to Longview, Kelly popping trunk. Yeah. I ain't even tripping. Yeah. Riding and I'm sipping. Yeah. Let me come through 4-4 steady tipping. Yeah. I'm letting you laugh. Yeah. Watch the trunk crack. Yeah. Let me sit sideways, CB running back. Yeah. Maybe AP. Yeah. Maybe AD. Yeah. I ain't even tripping cause we some athletes. Yeah. Messing with Smitty in the summertime. Yeah. He get pissed if we don't make our time. Yeah. But we gon' get it cause we gotta finish. Yeah. Nebraska horn hustlers, man, we diminish. Yeah. Boys little, paint like a skittle. Yeah. I ain't even tripping, I ain't never double dribble. Yeah. Cause I'm a player from the Himalaya. Yeah. Let me sit sideways, man. Maybe back door, maybe fall off. Sipping codeine cause I gotta kill a cough. Let me sit sideways in the big Benz. Oh, you boys, they my brothers, they my friends. Holla at Coach Sumlin, holla at the stoop. Let me sit sideways in the two-door coupe. Cause I'm sitting clean, foes on the lead. Look at my pants, got a sag in my jeans. Boys is getting quiet.
Hey, man. Hey. Y'all, it's time for college football, man. You gotta. So this is one of those things that I remember when I used to hoop. Not even really when I played football, because I don't remember the guys really freestyle when I played football. But when I used to hoop, story time. Okay. So when I hooped at Richardson Junior College here in Dallas, I used to ride around and I was a team manager, right? This is before I hooped. I was a team manager, and the guys on the team, like nobody had a car. Like nobody had a car. I was one of maybe 3 people with a car. So then what happened? The guys trying to go places, then they was rolling with me, right? I was taking them, moving them around, whatever. I was the typical team manager. Then I had my boy Dwight Gentry in the car with me. They call him Chi-Town. Then I also had a guy named Daryl Smith. We called him Smitty. And there was like maybe one other guy. So then we're moving around, driving around. And then one day they just started freestyling. I put on the music. They just started freestyling. He was like, "Hey, John, you got to freestyle. You got to freestyle." And I was like, I don't know how to freestyle. It was like, "John, you got to freestyle. Come on, bro. All you got to do is be like, I done came down. I done da-da-da. I done da-da-da." And then, man, a week later, 2 weeks later, I'd had instrumentals on the CD. We'd be riding to wherever we'd be riding to, go kick it with some friends, go hang out, whatever it was. And then we'd start freestyling. But man, that's just like one of those experiences that you have in college that you never forget. Man, so shout out to Dwight Gentry. I know he just got married not too long ago, and they had a little baby. So man, congrats to him and his bride. Man, D Smitty, wherever you at, man, I hope all is well. Shout out to Teron Squares on the team. Yeah, man, it was a lot of guys on that team. Fresh, man. It was a lot of cool guys on that team. Great memories. But anyway, we're 18 minutes after the hour. And y'all know Fun Friday. We like kick back, relax, and have a little bit of fun. So I have some things I'm gonna share, just like I just shared that freestyle. That was pretty cool. But man, in honor of it being time for college football, y'all, we got some games. Look at this, and I don't even got my glasses on. So whoa, that's looking kind of small. Okay, so look. So tonight we got Penn State at Louisville. Ooh, on ESPN. That's gonna be a good one. Georgia and USC. Ooh, these are some games. These are some games for week 3. These are some games. Oklahoma, Nebraska, Purdue at Syracuse, BYU at Oregon, Ole Miss at GT. I see Ole Miss taking that. Penn State at Auburn. That could be a toss-up. Miami at A&M. UTSA at Texas. That's going to be a walk in the park for Texas. Should be. Michigan State at Washington. Tech at NC State. Mississippi State at LSU. LSU should have that one. Kansas at Houston. We will see. Okay. I like it. Okay. These are some good games. These are some good. If you are a college football fan and you're gonna be tapping in, I want you to drop in the chat like who you taking today? Like who you taking this week? Not today. I mean, today we just got Penn State. FSU. Oh my goodness, that's FSU at Louisville. Man, I told you I got my glasses on. So yeah, we got some good games coming up. But other than that, in other news, y'all, Angel Reese, man. Angel Reese. What's going on with Angel Reese? Who knows what's going on with Angel Reese? Well, the article says, or the image says, she needs to get the hell out of here. This was an anonymous WNBA executive on Angel Reese in the Chicago sky. Yikes. Wow. Okay, wow. I don't think Chicago will try to trade her this offseason, but if they don't, she should request a trade by that anonymous WNBA exec. I don't think they're going to trade her either because she's one of their best players. And trading your best player always causes questions and confusion, and then everybody's curious about like where their own personal future is and like what's happening there. But I mean, only time will tell here. Chicago is probably the worst run organization in the league. You're going to suspend your best player just because she's putting pressure on you to get better. That was embarrassing to see. This anonymous WNBA exec has a lot to say, okay? Has a lot to say. But y'all, they gonna get her out of there? They gonna get Angel Reese out of there? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Like, they gonna kick her out? They gonna keep her? What are we doing? Let's see what the people say. CC and Angel on the same team would feed families for years to come. CC, Caitlin Clark. Wow, that is true. She needs to change her attitude. Okay. What else they say in the comments? She needs to get the hell out of the league, not just Chicago. Oh my goodness. Wow. Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso should both ask for a trade. Okay, so the fans is on her side for the most part. She's a headache and not a top 15 player, so good luck. Oh wow. She's getting better would include getting rid of her anyway. She's part of the problem. Yikes. Y'all are so cold in these comments. Oh my goodness. All right, so speaking of people getting out of there. Okay. All right, this is from On 3. It's from On 3. This is breaking news right here. Wide receiver Jurion Dickey from Oregon is no longer a part of the program. Man. The former 5-star recruit has enrolled at California JUCO Diablo Valley College. A 5-star recruit that was at Oregon is now a junior college player. Man. Oregon is a graveyard for wide receivers, they say in the comments. Diablo Valley College sounds like a made-up school in college football 26. Oh, my goodness. Y'all have to stop. He's going crazy, too. Didn't even know the playbook and already scored. DVC has one of the best JUCO college staffs in the country. Their head coach has won multiple titles. He's in the right place to change his ways and move on. Everything happens for a reason. I wish that young man nothing but the best. Oh, okay. Shout out to _household king. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for keeping it positive in the comments. We'll stop right there because I don't want nobody else to be cooking in the comments today. Y'all, okay, so look, this is from the metaverse. This is 3 days ago. It says Canon just launches a new cinema camera. Look at that thing. Got the eye in the sky on that thing. Okay, a new cinema camera called the C50 that is being dubbed as the Sony F3X Killer. Let's see what they got on here. Okay. At $3,899, newly developed 7K full-frame CMOS sensor. Variety of sensor modes includes full-frame 3.2, dual-base ISO, 7K 60p internal RAW. Okay, from people who aren't familiar with camera stuff, yeah, this is some benefits. Like that little base on there, little body. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Nice. Shout out to Canon, man. Shout out to Canon, because y'all know on this side, we rock with Canon on this side. So shout out to them. And let's see what else we got here. I had a few other things I wanted to share. Okay, so speaking of, coming up on Saturday, college football, everything like that, the Watts childhood diets, right? We know TJ Watt, we know JJ Watt. So let's take a look at what these boys were eating coming up in high school.
Dinners daily.
Yeah, 5 o'clock and then 8 o'clock. We'd wake up to a 5-egg omelet every morning. I mean, you'd always have a full breakfast, either omelet or pancakes or muffins or something fresh. And then they would send us to school with 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. One you'd eat before lunch, one you'd eat after lunch.
And then you would have 2 lunches. You'd pay for 2 school lunches.
Double lunch at school, yeah.
Which I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, double lunch. So yeah, chicken patty, you just get 2 of them, obviously. And then...
Man, them boys is out. Them boys being bred long time ago. Long time ago. Okay, long time ago. They weren't wasting no time. And I mean, it's paid off. JJ Watt, Hall of Famer, easy. TJ Watt out here cooking. So hey, man, shout out to Mama Watt. Shout out to Papa Watts. They was doing it, man. They knew what they were doing. Training and breeding these boys early. Okay, because they knew what was coming. So shout out to them for getting these boys up and through high school and, hey, into the big leagues. Big deal. Very, very, very big deal, okay?
Yeah, coming in hot, just like the fajita.
Hey, okay, don't want to play too much of that. YouTube will strike us. So I've been a fan of Andy Mineo. I rock with Andy Mineo. I actually heard him perform live at Summer Jam out here in Texas. Pretty cool. Andy Mineo went on to say, coming in hot was going platinum, and I was driving a 2010 Honda Civic. Okay, this is talking about him making motivated financial decisions. Yeah, I want to share this just on Fun Friday because I think we're in a time now more than ever where when we talk about locking down and locking in, that we need to make certain decisions today that our future self will thank us for 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. And I'm saying that because I've had to make some tough decisions lately. I've had to return some stuff. I've had to buy some stuff, and I've had to cancel some orders. So we just got to do it, man. We just got to do it. And it's crazy because there's certain places to where if we really assessed how much stuff that we bought that we really don't need, and I'm saying it as I'm sitting in this office with all this stuff on this desk, like we're in in America, we're in an abundance of like everything, right? Like we go to the house, we have multiple pens. We're looking for scissors, we have multiple scissors. We go look in our shoes, we have 5, 10, 12 pairs of shoes. We have so many things in abundance, and we're never going to get to. We're never going to utilize. We're never going to tap into. So Andy Mineo says, coming in hot, it was platinum. He was driving 2010 Civic. Let's read more about it. Okay. He said, I had a 5-year run where my wife and I decided every decision will be financially motivated. Every decision is crazy. Man, kudos to his wife, Sister Mineo. AKA, we live way below our means. We saved. I said yes to as many shows, sponsorships, brand partnerships as possible. When we had influxes of cash, we invested it in real estate and into building my team by employing a full-time staff. Wow. Okay. Wow. Coming in hot was going platinum, and I was driving a 2010 Honda Civic. I won't get into all that now, but those 5 years changed the trajectory of my family's life. This is relevant because yesterday, what did we talk about? Yesterday, we talked about Auntie Tab. And Auntie Tab, AKA Tabitha Brown, telling people and sharing with people that we need to just get a job. Okay, it's time to get a job. Time to get a job. Time to get a job. And social media attacked her. Some people were offended. I even talked with producer Britt about it. And producer Britt was like, well, is it her place to say that? Right? Is that her place to necessarily say, to tell people to get a job? Because is that what she did? Did she go get a job? And then I even watched the Roland Martin breakdown of it. And Roland Martin was like, well, hey, at the end of the day, if you have a business or side hustle, then you allow your side hustle to be here and you work because your main job is providing this amount of finances. But then as your side hustle begins to increase and create more finances than your main job, now you get to make a decision. You can jump to where you're doing the full side hustle full time, or you can still leverage your job to allow that to be your number one investor. But family, either way, there's not a right or wrong way. Either way, if you wanna go out there, bootstrap it, entrepreneur it up, say, hey, come hell or high water, I'm not leaving this business. I'm not quitting this business. I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to get a job. You can do that. That could take you a little bit longer, or you could do the other route, right? To where you can work the job, use some of that money from the job to put back into your business, and now you'll be in a spot to where you can move and float a little bit easier. But Andy Mineo is saying he didn't say nothing about we got a job, but he just said he took as many shows as possible. Took the sponsorships, took the brand partnerships. He took it all. So now he's in a better spot than he was in before. So is he right? Is he wrong? Which route would you choose? Would you choose the Andy Mineo route, right? To where you're taking anything and everything. You're pulling that Shonda Rhimes saying, this is my year of yes. Or would you say, well, I'm going to do, I'm going to go with what Tab said. I'm just going to get me a job, and I'm going to work that job, and I'm going to pour some of those funds back into my business. Because at the end of the day, it's your decision, it's your life, and you can do whatever you decide, baby, because it's your life. So let's see. I think I had one more down here that I wanted to. Okay, look at this. So growing up, a $2 bill was something that I always thought was just cool. I knew never to spend it, but let's see. Let's check this out, though.
Listen to this. They could be worth thousands of dollars.
Some newer bills, such as those printed in 2003, could have significant value. One $2 bill from 2003 with a very low serial number recently sold at auction for $2,400 and it later resold for $4,000. The auction site U.S. Currency Auctions estimates any uncirculated $2 bills from nearly every year up to 1917 are worth at least $1,000.
That's a good.
Whoa. Pull them $2 out. Pull them $2 bills out. Pull them $2 bills out. Okay, wherever you got them. If you got them in your shoebox, you got them in your trunk, you got them in the case, you got them in the corner, pull them $2 bills out. All right, because it could be time. It could be time to cash them bad boys in. right? All them $2 bills you've been collecting for the longest. Could be time. Could be time. Shout out to Isaac Hayes III, man. He's doing a great job over there with fan base. And, man, he really is pushing for the culture. He's really pushing for Black-owned media. He's really pushing for equity. He's pushing for ownership. And he really is trying to get us to see that it can be possible, right? We don't have to just go to the Instagrams. We don't have to just go to the TikToks and all these other platforms. He says we can use them in parallel, but like there's something there. Family, we're currently 32 minutes after the hour. This is Speaker Sets in the Morning. If you're enjoying the show, if we've added value to you in any way on today's episode or any episode this week, if you're live streaming right there where it says comments, you should see a square with the $sign. Feel free to hit that and feel free to drop a coin in the drop a little coin, drop a little love offering. And we would greatly appreciate it, just as we greatly appreciate you. So we're about to take a quick commercial break here on Speaker Sets in the Morning, and we'll be right back after this.
Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started.
All righty, family. All righty. Here we go. So look, I just saw something. I want to pull this up, and I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this. Are you for this or no? Like, let's take a look at this.
Look at it. Look at that right there.
Peach cobbler
Perfection.
chicken wings.
What's up, everybody? Chuck with House of Rayford back here with Bernard, and today we got some special guests, Bernard. On National Day of Remembrance, we wanted to bless some of our first responders and tell all of our first responders across America how much we appreciate you. But Bernard, I'm ready to eat, man. Let's go eat some chicken.
Let's load some chicken up. That grease heating up. I'm ready to baptize some chicken. I'll catch y'all in a few. It's time to...
I'm about to baptize some chicken. Peach cobbler chicken wings. That is, first of all, that's a lot of chicken. Look at this chicken getting dropped. Oh my sweet goodness. Look at this.
Put up out there. Look at that right there. Look at that right there.
You can tell they from Louisiana. You can tell.
Got something a little different. We're gonna call these peach cobbler chicken wings. So I got the juice right here with some peaches in there. We're gonna just come across top like this. Get a nice little coat on there. Look at that right there.
Oh, wow.
Just like that. And get a few little peaches. And it smells amazing too. It smells fantastic.
What are y'all thought? Are we getting down with the peach cobbler chicken wings, or we're gonna pass on that? That is, man, I don't know. Oh, that crunch is crazy.
Chicken inside of it over there.
Man, first of all, they big country, and I love it because they from Louisiana. I love it, man. Peach cobbler chicken wing. That needs to be at the State Fair of Texas. Peach cobbler chicken wings. Okay, that's wild. I'm gonna save that. I might have to check him out later. Okay, I have to check him out later. But now I want to play this little bit of this poem because I just felt like I want.
I done loved a black man so deep into safety that I know all his secrets. I'm his right hand, his caretaker. I'm the two eyes behind his back. Can't nothing get past me, not a fake friend or a double scan on his receipt. It all got to go through me. I want my husband's biggest flex to be how well I take care of myself, how well I take care of him while never neglecting myself. I pour because I'm priority, but him, he makes sure that I'm replenished and that I never run dry. Because my biggest flex ain't only how well I'm cared for, but how often I'm considered.
Man, poetry is always deep. Okay, y'all. Okay, so look, man, I just want to hit a few things real quick. Want to hit that. Want to share
in
that.
the entire world, bar none. Let's hear it.
Jordan.
Man. Okay, so family, we're gonna get ready to get out of here because today, Speaker Success Media is gonna pull up, and we are working with our clients today, and producer Britt and myself and the team. we're going to be doing live podcasting on set today. We got 4 episodes we're recording. Yeah. So we're going to pull up, going to get ready to get set up bright and early this morning. Then after that, yeah, we're going to run it today. So 4 episodes here in the DFW area. And if you are, if you're more so, if you're an established entrepreneur and or business owner and you're wanting to kick your podcast off, let us know. Send a DM to @JonathanJonesSpeaks, man. And we'll see if you qualify. We'll see if we're potentially a good fit. And we can get you set up because we have some launch packages and we're looking for 4 more clients. We're going to take on 4 more clients. We have a few packages. If it be the launch package to where we help you get your podcast up ready to roll and get you launched out so that, you can be able to attract not only leads, but qualified leads and be able to generate more eyeballs and awareness on your business, let us know, right? So we got the launch package and we have some other packages as well to where we can help you not only monitor and manage your social media to help continue to keep that traction that you've built and that you've garnered. So feel free to send over a DM @JonathanJonesSpeaks and we can see, like I said, if you're a good fit to work with us and we're a good fit to work with you. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here so I can just get all my stuff together and we can be ready because this is what it's all about, y'all. We pull up. Speaking Success Media, this is what we do, all right? This is what we do. The clients just have to show up and then get dressed. We take care of everything else. We're pulling up. We got your mics set up. You don't got to worry about that audio. We got your video set up. We got your lighting set up. We got the streaming set up. Plug and play. You understand me? They just got to show up. That's it. But family, we can go ahead and get ready to get out of here. I'm Jonathan Jones. This is Speaker Success in the Morning. All right. On behalf of me, on behalf of producer Britt, on behalf of the team. All right. I want y'all to know that we love you. We're grateful for you. We're continuing to rock with you as you continue to rock with us. But the thing I want you also to remember going into this weekend, y'all, have fun, be kind, and lead well. All right. Have fun, be kind, and lead well. Why? Have fun because you need to. Be kind because you should. And lead well because you never know who's falling behind you. All right, family. So we're going to be right back here next Monday, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm Jonathan Jones. And family, remember, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any episodes. But also remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other way?